Yes guys, we're live and we're back with another watch along. It's the Aston Villa versus Arsenal watch along here on SFeatleyTV. Come and join us to see if Arsenal can finally get back on track.
Ordeal, chance, Balotelli, Aguero! Premier League champions 2016. Leicester City!
Hope to see you soon. Well done. Bye-bye.
Cazorla, Giroud again, Joe Wilson! Here's Gerrard. That's a great strike! McCracken getting closer. Centre. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent. Van Persie arriving. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Robin Van Persie!
Yes guys, we're live and we're back with another watch along. It's Aston Villa versus Arsenal in the Premier League Matchday 24 of 38. Obviously not exactly the amount of games that Arsenal have played, but that's what it says on the PL website. But I hope you're all doing well. Hope you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the join button as well, become a member from as little as $1.99 a month. Breaking off. Just looking back at the Man City result, Man City highlights on the Football Focus. Eddie and Kay, are you Tomiyasu, man. Tomiyasu. Okay, is through again, doesn't score. Yeah, he gets a penalty, gets away with it with a penalty. Just I'm not even gonna go down. But yeah, let's hope Arsenal can get back on track with a win today. We're going to give you the team lineups now. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I've started the stream and I'm already pissed off. I'm pissed. I'm pissed off already. Right? Right? Because he has picked the same fucking effing team in this bloody why he's brought Ben White back in, right, and he's brought Trossard in. He's done Trossard. That's it. That's the only change he's made. It's like for like. It's not a change of system, it's not a change of strategy, it's not a change of anything. Oh god. This is going to be a long afternoon. This is going to be a long afternoon. And you give Haaland that much space, that's what he's going to do. destroyer. I'll tell you what, Unai Emery's going to have some fun today, I'm telling you. He's going to have some fun. Manny in the building, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, good. Just I had to run a few errands, and look, it's not easy when you got stuff to do at home as well. I do apologise for coming late, but my first thought on this lineup is Arteta really a glutton for punishment, or is he so? Does he really have? Is it what exactly has Kieran Tierney done to make him not pick him?
I don't know.
There is a conspiracy theory going on from one of Del Boy's mates that because Arteta used to play for Rangers and Tierney is a Celtic hero, there could be that thing between them. I think that's bollocks, really. It's just a question of Arteta not really liking Tierney and what he can offer. I hope Tierney leaves Arsenal this season, at the end of the season, and I certainly wouldn't mind seeing him come back to the Emirates and scoring a winner against us. Of course, I wouldn't like it, but it would be something I'm sure that he would want to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's thinking. Why can't you change it, Arteta? Why? Why can't you do it? I bet you none for Sundays he is also going to pick Martinelli to come on for Trossard. He's going to pick Vieira to come on for a midfielder, and he's going to put Tomiyasu on for Ben White. Right? I guarantee it. And not forgetting, he's got 5 substitutions. You've got 5 to make, and he only does 3 every single time.
And it wouldn't surprise me if Nketiah were to score 1 goal, make that stupid celebration, and earn his place in the squad for the next game.
No, he's guaranteed to be in the squad no matter what. He's not going to change it and start Trossard in the middle.
Yeah. Apparently Jordan has sent something in the chat. I do believe it is 25, match day 25 of 38, yeah?
Yeah, I know, right? So I got it wrong. I can't change it now, mate. Otherwise I'll be sitting here till next Tuesday. I'm not changing it now. Oh God, when Scott's presenting this, she'll probably be saying. But in the end, like, we have overachieved. It's top 40 aim. You know what I mean?
Hello, Mrs. Featley.
Anyway. Mate, I'm going to be stressed out this May. I'm sure to God. And Mum doesn't want me stressed out, so I might have to stop watching football. I might have to stop watching Arsenal the way it's going. It's going to stress me out. It's going to put me in an early grave.
Well, it's a good thing I know how to sign.
Going to be early. My grade's going to be early anyway, so there we are.
I must admit, I do like that throaty laugh of yours. I'm just glad you haven't.
You see, even when like I'm on death's door, I'm going to take the piss out of it.
Yep.
Why not? That's what I did with all my surgery, which there's always run a risk of dying. So.
Of course, it's like Eric Idle would say, life's a miss or hit, and when you look at it. Yeah.
A doctor just said to my mum, like, where I think it was the 6th draft one, because I was taking the piss out of it as usual, and they're going to make me.
Yeah.
They made me walk to the theatre. It's literally just out. No, they made me walk. No, I didn't. They made me walk. They made me walk to the theatre because it's just literally just outside the ward, and I'm like, how is this? Everyone gets rolled into. By the bedside, I'm getting walked in. This is not fair. Right? I'm just taking the mick out of it all the time. Right? Even when my mum and sister and dad were getting serious just before I went through those doors, I was still taking the piss out of it. So, yeah, it's fine. I'm back in my office.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's like Eric Idle would say, life's a miss or hit. When you look at it, life's a laughing. That's the joke. It's true.
But then
You'll see it's all a show. Keep them laughing as you go.
But no,
And just
but here's
remember
the thing.
that the last laugh is on you.
And
And always look on the bright side of life.
Gonna drop in for 5 minutes till I can finish my point. Right,
That was 5 seconds, but thank you.
Yeah, I've got to download that song for me. Yeah. Anyway, but I was just saying, like the doctor, one of the surgeons, like said to my mum, said, like, you should be taking this seriously. This is a serious operation. He's like, of course he's taking it seriously. He's not going to go in miserable, is he? What do you want him to do? Be miserable as fuck? You know what I mean? No, he's gonna. I want him like taking the piss out of it, having a laugh and a joke. It's actually proven if you go in with that sort of attitude, you'd wake up 10 times faster. Fact. It is a fact.
Yeah. When you're chewing on life's gristle, never grumble, give a whistle.
Oh, yeah. All right, I get the song.
I shouldn't really mention that because I do seem to remember in the first.
The problem is, whenever I hear that song, I think of my godfather's funeral because that's what you went into when they put him in the oven. Right.
But that song was also used extensively by Manchester United fans when they won the first Premier League season. So I'm not too sure you'd be too happy given your Arsenal loyalties.
No, I didn't know that. But that's what he used, like to go in there, and I was like, "You bastard! I can't listen to that song again without crying." You git.
Well, to be fair, I mean it is a song which I think maybe about 6 out of 10 Brits might use for their funeral, maybe more.
To be fair, my godfather was brilliant. He treated me like his own kid. To be fair. So, but anyway, back to the football. So I know it's Matchday 24, don't worry. Why is Arteta? He's not rotating, bruv. He's not rotating. You call that rotation? That is not rotation. That's rotation only 180 degrees. It's not the full 360.
Ask Kieran Tierney if that's rotation. I think what he meant to say was, why is Arteta not rotating?
Yeah. Big up Joanne as well in the chat. Big up yourself. Big up everyone that's in there already. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. But yeah. What we got? We've got 5 minutes till kickoff actually, so I need to find a stream. I need to find a stream because I ain't got BT. So obviously, Manny, you went for 2-1 to the Arsenal. I've gone for 3-1.
Mhm.
Great.
Teams are in the tunnel. John McGinn returns, so he captains the team.
In the tunnel, because I can't see it now. Okay. Not enough. So what is it? Aston Villa versus Arsenal.
I'll never forget how at the Emirates Granit Xhaka woke up to Emi Martinez and they shared an embrace. Beautiful moment. Now, of course, don't even bother to look at one another. You can see how determined he is. Shortlisted for being the best goalkeeper in the world, along with Courtois and Bruno. He is focused.
I would ask, why ain't no one asking him? Why ain't you rotating, bruv? Why ain't you rotating? Get me in there. I'll ask some fucking questions. I really would. I really would. Why ain't you rotating? It ain't working. Why ain't you rotating? Why aren't you changing it up?
By the way, Stephen,
He
you
hasn't
guessed
got it.
correctly. They are wearing black. Very well done.
I told you, it can't be in pink because it's claret, the home kit of Aston Villa. They can't be in red either, so it's got to be black.
You know, when someone compliments you, you should say thank you, not I told you so, I told you so, I told you so.
No, but thank you anyway.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be mad. I'll go jump off very quickly when at the end of this. So. Stretch.
And I love how Arsenal changed their Instagram logo for every match, depending on the jersey colour.
I don't really care. I'd rather they just win games. Here come the team now at the tunnel.
Good evening, Senor Emery.
Isn't it just?
Ex-Arsenal defender Callum Chambers is on the bench.
Don't tell me he'll come on and score a winner.
As long as he doesn't score, that's good by me.
So,
Coutinho gets a start, which is a surprise.
So, will Emery get the better of Arteta yet again? Or can Arteta finally beat Arteta? Emery after 3 times of trying. This is his third attempt at trying to beat the manager.
2 attempts were in the Europa League semi-final. What was the other one?
Yeah. No, I'm saying this is his third attempt.
Third time the charm. Jorginho in the middle alongside Xhaka and Odegaard. Trossard coming in. And still that smug so-and-so Eddie Nketiah starts. I'd love to see him subbed up if he has a poor game and Martinelli brought on.
Aston Villa.
Yep, they always play a 4-4-2. That's typical Emery football, you see.
Oh, this is behind.
Celebrity fans of Aston Villa include His Highness the Prince of Wales. And apparently Tom Hanks has become an Aston Villa fan. Forrest Gump himself.
Life is like a bucket of chocolate.
You never know what you're gonna get.
I'm keeping an eye on the chat, but it does mean I can't see the actual stream unless I full screen it. And then when we go back to it, oh yeah, I can full screen it. I can see it. I can see it now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
Oh, bugger off.
Yeah. any music commentary will be copyrighted by BBC or Sky. BT. And you get a strike. Get free strike, the channel gets taken down. Sorry, I was just explaining to you want to know what's going on. It's completely new to them. Arteta still needs a slap for not playing team.
Just kicked off.
He needs a
Pass back to
Joanne,
Ramsdale.
He needs a slap for not changing the team. That's what he needs a slap for. Hey, he's just kicked off.
Saka back to wide.
Behind. I'm looking at a picture of the. I'm still waiting for the referees to
Saliba.
sort themselves out.
Gabriel.
Oh, we've got another bald referee. Have you heard about Lee Mason?
Yeah, I heard about him.
He's been fired, bruv. Good riddance. I'm sorry, if he, that's what they should do every time they make a mistake like that, a blatant mistake like that, they should be fired. Or dropped
But
down
the
to
manager
the
should also be fined for making disrespectful comments.
Manny, to be fair, if that was the case and we fired everyone for every single mistake that the referees made, we'd have no referees left by the end of this week.
Agreed, and let's not forget the times we've benefited from VAR this season. So things sort themselves out. And for people to make disrespectful comments like that, managers should be fined. Disgraceful.
Who made the comment?
Hold on a minute.
Alright, no worries. Make sure you're hitting the like button, hit the subscribe button, the game's kicked off now. Right, so Gabriel on the ball. Gabriel on the ball. I'm actually, I'm gonna see.
Yeah, that's a bit rough.
Right, let me have a look. Let me just see if I can get it up on here.
I will have to hop off momentarily, but I will be back in about 60 seconds.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I've actually found it on my phone, so there we go. I'll just drop him to the background for a minute. If you can see, he's on my account because obviously he's now co-owner. So if I have to dip out because of my health, then he comes on and takes it over. So you're all covered. So you all get the content you all deserve, and also I get to look after my health. Right. And it's, sooner or later he will be doing his own shows as well. He will get to do his own shows as well. Because obviously I've got to let him take over the channel in the end, because he'll get to a point I can't stream anymore. And that's going to be a sad day, but it's life, you know.
I'm trying to save oil at the moment.
I know, I'm trying.
I was watching Emmerdale, they went out and nicked it.
I know, I'm trying. It's freezing.
Okay, I'll put it on. Yeah.
It's Trossard,
Okay,
Zinchenko, Gabriel. Zinchenko cutting into him. Zinchenko, go out wide. You're not a midfielder, bro.
Definitely put around 400 quid on it. Well, the government did give some money to electric suppliers because they've broken up to it for fast.
Actually,
They
let me
gave
have a
them
look.
£200 on the 6th of February. I've got it. They last week I moaned about the fact that I hadn't seen it yet on my Scottish Power. Then suddenly Scottish Power said they
Twitter,
to the bank. So where is it?
Instagram. So make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. It's really important you do so. Share it as well. Please do share it. Get as many people in here as we can.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. I just stick it in the bag. Yeah.
Long ball forward by Aston Villa.
If I,
Will come to Doug. I think it's Douglas Louise out on the left hand
my
side.
daughter's Jordan, yeah, she works with me, and she's very talented.
Plays it back.
She's got her master's degree in criminal intelligence.
Tyra Mings.
She's a scientist.
Bingley now.
She's got really young feet, and she just passed her
And
exam.
Consa, sorry. Come on, Arsenal. Get an early goal, settle the nerves. What a god. Big up Ananatic, how are you doing, my friend? Manny, just put your camera back on to let us know you're back, and then I'll add you
The red bag is moved upstairs.
back in.
And I've got all this up. Jackie's powder, isn't it? Oh, anything else?
Oh, I can't do it now.
No, she can't. Not with me. I'll put the heating on. And make you a chip sandwich.
Thanks, man. And Football Focus showing another no room for racism advert, which is always important. Oh, fuck off. Oh, kiss my ass. Oh, you're joking. It's not even 10 minutes in. It's not even 10 minutes in. Ah. I just hope he was offside there. Oh, what the hell? Don't put a challenge in, will ya? Don't go to him, will ya? Nah. Just sit off him. Who is that? Oh, Saliba, bruv, what are you doing? I actually now have a feeling Saliba should be dropped. God's sake! Yeah, well done, Arteta. Your changes really worked. Well done. Your non-changes really worked. Yeah? Your like-for-like swaps. What are you going to do now? You're going to sit there on your ass and do nothing?
That's it. Even if anyone calls me for something urgent, I'm not leaving. I'm just seeing the scoreline. How the hell did it happen?
Long ball forward. Went to one of their attackers. I can't remember who. It must have been Watkins.
You come say
Yeah, Watkins. And it was left
No,
one-on-one with
she hasn't got
Saliba.
anything to eat.
Saliba never put a foot in, and he buried it in the bottom corner. But Saliba was left exposed one-on-one. The fucking gap between Gabriel and Saliba was enough to put the M25 on it.
Or the M6, which to my memory is slightly longer than the M25.
No, I was talking about in width. The Dartford Crossing's got 4 lanes.
Ah, the Dartford Crossing. As someone who lived in Dartford, I know all about that.
Do you see the Dartford?
Yep, I did not
I used
tell
to live
you.
in Welling. I used to live in Welling, bruv.
Oh, nice. We
We
would
used to go
often
sometimes to
alternate
Dartford
between
for shopping.
we would often alternate between Dartford and Gravesend. Dartford was a
Yeah, I
lot
know that,
nicer.
I know
And the
that.
owner found
Gravesend was a bit of a
'Cause my
a
dad
rather
used to go
sleepy
to the Isle
town.
of they used to take truck deliveries to the Isle of Grace.
grain.
nice,
Isle of Grain.
nice.
You know? Because he was a long distance lorry driver. after he did chauffeuring and being in the army. And that. Well, actually, Katie has got back and done something. Jesus Christ.
Your cousins still live in Dartford?
Yeah, one of them does. This. Oh, come on.
My schooling was practically entirely in Dartford. Temple Hill Primary, York Road Primary,
Back.
and then West Hill Junior School.
We're leaving this title, I know.
Oh, Ramsdale nearly put on the pressure there.
I can't believe this. 8 points. 8 fucking points. 8-point lead. Get up! That's an advantage, mate. In KTR. Oh, for God's sake, you can't even offload it to someone. What?
Ooh.
That's not a foul. That's not a foul. Don't worry, we haven't carried up top. Yeah, defence should be worried.
Oh, but you take a look at this one.
That's a blatant free kick. What is this ref doing? Sack him. Get rid of him. Sack him as well. Oh my God, Emery's not wearing a... He's wearing a... Why is he wearing a jacket like that over a suit? Wear a suit jacket, bro.
Looks as though the linesman might have raised his flag for an offside anyway, but to keep a look at the TV, you very nearly would have liked what you would have seen.
I just got a tweet from Arsenal, back in black. I don't care. How about you score some bloody goals? I don't care what kit you're fucking wearing. I'd rather you just put the ball in the back of the net. Or tell your manager just actually change things.
AC/DC had a song called Back in Black.
So did Amy Winehouse, but yeah, it was Back to Black. Or
Rest in peace, Amy.
Yeah,
This world was never meant for someone as beautiful as you.
She had a lot of issues, though, to be fair.
They all do.
Oh, no, my stream's buggered.
What do you mean? What happened?
It's gone. That's alright, I found another one.
I think ever since the goal, though, we've been all over them like a bad rash. You could call us the Black Plague, if you will.
Trossard. Jacquard is blocked his corner.
But Aston Villa's defending has been spot on.
Come on, Trossard.
Now, yeah, Farrah Williams, the England women's team's most capped international, saying that City will win the league.
I'm not surprised that everyone says City will still win the league when we're 8 points clear, bro. Oh. It's not even 30 minutes. I want to pull my eyes out.
You missed that chance for Nketiah. I mean, some terrific work down the right. Dinked the ball past Martinez, but Tyrone Mings cleared that off the line. And I'm seeing the ball now. Matty Cash, Ollie Watkins, right under Ramsdale. I've got a mate named Ollie who supports Arsenal, He wouldn't be happy to hear that his namesake has put them 1-0 behind.
Sorry, Manny, I'm gonna have to come off the camera. I'll still be
Yeah, don't worry. I'll take charge from here. All right, so.
Is it just unstuck?
It's just.
So it's an Arsenal throw-in. And Arsenal is still continuing to attack Villa.
I'm not worried
Look.
about that. Can we get our priority?
Can we
first?
make sure we get these off, please? This is really precious to me.
Well, yeah, don't get it dirty.
It's a present.
Douglas Luiz with the header, but that's only as far as Gabriel.
Present.
Sends it forward to Odegaard right now, trying to get to the penalty area. It is with Jorginho.
Arm is just.
Cross in, but Mings heads that down. And
The nurse changed the line. The hospital changed the meeting.
What?
are you still watching the television or?
They can't see me, can they?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Nurse turned the camera off.
It's a bit smaller dressing.
Come on, this is it.
Don't mind that.
Yeah.
You're just making them jealous.
I think I'm gonna jump in about 2 seconds flat.
No, you're not going to jump.
No, don't.
Oh no. Just put it on
Do you
top.
want me to put it over the top?
Put it over the top. Put it over the top, it'll be fine.
Okay,
Be easier that way. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Yes!
I think we just scored.
Come on!
Yep. Top goal. Martinez was
Suck
left
up.
unsighted.
See,
And
KR, that's how you do it, bruv. That's why he got ahead of you, right?
and
That's
Unai
why
Emery
he's
telling
younger,
us.
better talented, and got ahead of you in the starting lineup before you ever got to the starting lineup. This is
Yeah.
why he was never put out on loan.
And here's an interesting stat.
Fine.
In the 5 appearances that Martinez has made for Aston Villa against Arsenal, whenever he's kept a clean sheet, Arsenal have won. Whenever he's conceded a goal, they've lost. So my 2-1 prediction is still on. And this is a lot better now because I think Arsenal continue to dominate the play. I think it's fair to say that that goal was against the run of play, really. Yeah, and that chance for Nketiah, which is cleared off the line, the
How far
linesman
are you
had...
ahead?
I'm on 17:42, 43, 44.
I'm 2 minutes behind, bro.
Yeah. So the win probability is now increased 41% for Arsenal. And
Right,
it's no more than what we deserve because
look.
we're the ones who are dominating the play right now.
Probably be him and my daughter play the tongue on Sunday. Your might be better.
And Zinchenko trying to be a hero with a left-footed blast from outside the penalty area. Meat
what
and
minute
drink
now?
for the World Cup winner.
What minute now?
Some cat.
18, 25, 26,
Right,
27.
I'm a minute behind. So it's Gabriel to Zinchenko. Xhaka. Zinchenko.
And some poor play there from Alex Moreno to give that away. But great defending from Mings to intercept that.
We got, well, one of us has got to do commentaries one, but different times, well.
All right, listen, I'll keep my mouth shut. But as I said, Aston Villa's defending so far has been spot on. Even if the man marking for Saka's goal left a bit to be desired.
No, you didn't. Why would you have done that? We were sitting up there watching the television and you went out the way.
Big ups, Manny B there, second half too crazy. Amin Valley to get out of bed. Good point. Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat, Pargav, so you can come on at half time, bro. You know you're always welcome, brother, just ask for the link. Oh, don't freeze as well, come on. I'm struggling to watch this game today.
It's the carers, it's the body really, isn't it? stop.
Looks like we're all right. We need a new battery, is what we call.
I'm collecting.
You collecting. That one's okay for now. It's still got 77%. We'll change it when it's like 90%. So we'll change it tomorrow.
I love the way we're playing at the moment, and Aston Villa look very, very timid, at times sloppy,
So
but not as sloppy as
throw-
that.
You two are doing it.
Right, throw into Aston
It's
Villa.
everybody else here who's changed it.
I'm on 19 minutes 20 now. 1-1 here at the Villa Park.
NHS money.
Yeah.
Who's gone down there? Saka, you don't go. No, get up. Get up. Get up.
We used to do it down on
Get up.
couldn't get along on the line. Couldn't get it at home.
No, it's not a foul.
Six
It's not a foul.
months.
It's just a kick in the shin, that's all. He'll be alright.
Went up to it's just a row. One longer, 540. Well, because they and the problem is, I got the doctor on the phone. Yeah, he did it again. And I said, can you double check it one more time? And they went to check it. So that's okay. Agreed.
Right. I'm watching on a very bloody small screen now.
What's your time now?
21:06. Just watching Saka put his boot back on.
And you're still a minute or so behind me, but don't worry about it. I mean, so far, once again, we're looking really sharp and incisive. And Villa, one of the reasons why I predicted that they wouldn't win today is because they've got a crisis of confidence going through them right now. That loss to Leicester really shook their belief. And then to have to play Manchester City after that, it wasn't the best thing, really.
Mm.
Bukayo Saka's ninth goal this season.
Big up, Solo, my brother, bro. Love you, bro. Big up, man.
Arsenal's highest
Hey,
scorer in the
Solo,
Premier League this
where's
season.
your membership, bro? I'm a member for the Man United agenda. Where's my membership? Where's it got to? Hey, come on. Nah, I'm joking, bro. You always come and support me, so I love you, bro. Yeah, just joking on you.
Douglas, Luiz and Camera have been very, very sloppy with the ball at their feet.
Stephen and Manny, big up. You need to change the score. Yeah, sorry, I need to change that now. I'll change that now. Thank you very much for reminding me. I have memory loss. Big up. Come on. Right, free kick to Arsenal in a good position as well to get a ball in the box. 24 minutes in. Come on, Arsenal.
Not really sure what Emery was thinking, dropping Ashley Young for Matthew Cash. Ashley Young as a defender is certainly a lot stronger and more dynamic and would have done a better job. Ooh. Would have done a better job, in my opinion, stopping Leandro Trossard. If I were, at least Emery, he does one thing that Arteta doesn't do, and that is make some very proactive substitutions.
Right, so we're just trying to find another stream to watch it on. 26 minutes in. That's not a free kick.
Yes, it is. I think they were trying to triple team him, and then they just, one of them must have caught him.
Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button as well. Free kick to Aston Villa.
You know, for all of the times I keep saying that Bukayo Saka needs to be rested, he's showing again and again and again why he just can't be dropped. I mean, when he's fit and he's really, and his engine's really running, he's a sight to behold. I hope and pray that he does not. I can't say it. I'm not going to say anything.
See what Aston Villa do here with this free kick. It's taken a while to take it. Shot blocked. Block again.
Wall's done its job.
Oh, done its job there. Pinketia holds the ball up. Passes it back. Arsenal trying to play out of their trouble, and they have done. Odegaard, Saka, and it goes out for a throw. At the halfway line.
Taking shots again.
Oh, fuck me. I'll take that after lunch. Come on, Arsenal.
You having any injections, Stephen?
What?
Are you having injections, or what's the story?
No, it's lactulose I've got to keep taking. It gets rid of the pneumonia, so I don't have an encephalopathy attack. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we don't have to end back in hospital, bruv.
The backup goalkeeper for Villa is a guy named Sinisalo. Swedish international Robin Olsen seems to be injured.
I think we're struggling with this stream, to be fair, mate. But anyhow, still people watching. I'm always grateful for anyone that watches in my channel. Don't care how many numbers there are. There could be literally no one watching, and I'll still be grateful for it. Right? Or at least even one person watching, because it helps raise awareness. Just that one person just helps raise that money for the charity, which is most important to me. Also, money.
Yes.
Try and I can't enforce a sort of language, like foul language, stop, because I can't stop it myself. You know. But
Yep.
when I'm gone, try and do it.
Oh, believe me.
You'll get more money out of charity then.
Yeah, one thing which you will never hear from me, seldom hear from me, is cussing on streams. Although there will be times when I might feel like it, but I have to restrain myself. And all I can say is, I do hope you're not watching.
You can cuss people, just don't say.
I hope you're not watching the television now, but you might have to. I don't know.
Just as long as you're not watching, just as long as there's no swear words in there. You know, I mean, obviously, it's with my ankylopathy, it's always going to be difficult. Through ball, through again, shot. Oh, for fuck's sake!
There goes my 2-1 up to the Arsenal prediction.
I can't stop himself. Coutinho. Liverpool's Coutinho.
This guy was benched for long periods for the most of the season.
What is going on?
Arsenal have literally dominated.
This used to be faultless. Now we can't defend fucking fresh air. Get footing. Close him down, Gabriel, for God's sake. You clown.
I wanted to see Jakub Kiwior come into the team, for crying out loud.
Absolute clown.
But I wouldn't be surprised if we score again.
Bottle job. Sorry, I don't care what anyone says, right? Brendan on the terrace was bloody right. Was bloody right. He was right to say what he said about his team. Because in this game, and they're doing it again, they're pussies.
This could potentially...
They'd put a foot in. They'd get a block in. They'd close people down. That's called giving it your all. Giving it your all is defending like your life depends on it. That is not defending like your life depends on it. That is piss poor, weak. Like fucking milky tea. Weak. Weak. Spineless.
As someone who enjoys his tea, I never like it when it gets milky.
No,
Too
man,
milky,
strong.
I know what you're saying.
My granddad used to have it when it was nearly black.
I do like black tea too. Flavoured with a nice bit of...
I tried it once, and I had to put 10 tons of sugar in it. Just to make it taste right, because it was really strong.
Oh, mate, listen, once you start drinking it slowly and pacing yourself, you'll realise that it's really the best thing to have, especially after you've had a heavy meal.
Well, it was after I'd been starved for 8 weeks, not eating or drinking.
Oh, mate, that's where you made a mistake. It's a diuretic, you know that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, no, come on, bro. My stream's not working now.
And some pretty poor defending there. I don't know what Alex Moreno was thinking, but you say your stream's not working. I can see you talking quite perfectly.
No, I meant the stream for the game.
Oh, right. Well, at the moment, it is a corner to Arsenal. Bukayo Saka to take it, and some argy-bargy going on there in the box between McGinn and Xhaka. And that was a pretty weak effort there from the corner.
Don't mind me, I'm just having my chip butty.
Chip Buffy. Nice.
Or chip sandwich, what you want to call it. And tweaked it different. Free kick to Arsenal. 24 minutes in.
24?
I did change the score. Hang on, was that chalked off?
No, it wasn't. It's still 2-1.
How many minutes are you in?
I am on 37-24.
Oh, that'd be why.
And now Aston Villa is starting to gain a little bit more confidence with the ball. But Arsenal are doing the right thing by literally double teaming their players. And apparently Darren Sullivan has said if we lose today, that's the title gone. If we lose today, what happens is that our game in hand will be meaningless.
No. It's not gone. You can't say 3 points and it's gone.
I'm not saying that. It was someone else who said that.
Man City can easily drop points.
Yeah,
they have done
I agree.
Occasions. So it's not over yet. Right? When it's 6-7 points behind, then it's over. When we haven't got a game in hand and we're 6-7 points behind, that's when it's over.
Agreed. I'm not saying it's over. It was someone else who said it. But what happens now is that if we do lose, our game and City win today, our game in hand is effectively meaningless.
It just puts us back level on points.
Yeah. But the worst part is that in these 4 games, we could now potentially have dropped 11 points of a possible 12.
We got Eddie and Katie up front. That's why we ain't got a better goal difference. They got Erling Haaland.
Zinni at the back, Xhaka playing whack. Arsenal are blowing the Premier League. It's a text message I'm getting.
If you think we'll win a title with Jorginho and Jack in the midfield, you're not. Yeah, I get your point, Adam. But mate, I've invested in this team, so I have to believe. I just want to win, man.
Yeah. But I do like the sight of Arsenal being a lot more aggressive and sort of barging Aston Villa off the ball. It's as if we're not allowing them to relax, and that can only be a good thing.
And yet, Man United are getting a Pizarro takeover. Why can't we get that? We're in fucking London. We're the biggest club in London. I don't care what Chelsea say.
Biggest club in London with a worse stadium than Tottenham.
mate, they're a copycat. And even then, we did make ours look like a fucking professional big bedpan.
So 4.5 minutes to go. There will be a few stoppages.
Oh no, that's not working. Can I just have a string that just works all day? No.
And I wonder if the Villa fans are singing, "You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that." That's all they know how to sing, really. Huh?
Aston Villa won the Champions League.
They were European Cup winners back in the day. Jimmy Rimmer was the starting goalkeeper, but he went off injured. Nigel Spink came on, and they won.
I didn't know. Sorry, my bad. My history is on the on the Champions League is not great.
I can't wait to hear Nottingham Forest singing that when Manchester City come calling.
Oh, mate, I would. What minute you on?
41, 32, 33, 34.
I'm about a minute and about 2 minutes behind. I'm having to go to my phone, mate, because Twitter's not working.
Are you watching on Amazon Prime or?
No, it's on BT, so I can't watch it on Amazon Prime, can I?
Oh, I mean, I didn't know what channel it was on.
It's on BT. I'm watching it via an app.
BT. Phone home.
The day the Cronky sell the team will be the club, you mean, will be the day I start believing in this club. Got a point, mate.
I hope you're right, Alan, but we need to be careful what we wish for. I really do hope that...
Out.
No, I agree with Cronky out, but the problem is there's no guarantee the new owner won't be worse. As with Chelsea, it could very well be out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Oh, that prick can fuck off, and I'd take the risk. Right? These wankers that call them, right, that still, they're now backing Cronky because of Arteta. They love the club so much and love Arteta so much, they're backing what Cronky's doing, right? And what his son's doing, right? And believing in them. Forgetting what they've done to this club.
Yeah.
Just
showing highlights.
The reason we've got the team that we are now is because they let the club fall and let its standards fall to the fucking bottom. Let alone the fucking CP League that they tried to start.
I hate the Cronky as much as you do. More than you.
And yet these fans want to jump into bed with them. Get fucked.
Yeah.
You call yourselves an Arsenal fan or you call yourselves a Cronky fan?
I despise Cronky too. I call them the Crankies.
Arsenal fans and Cronky fans are not in the same person, right? You're either one or the other.
Exactly. The intersection between Arsenal fans and Cronky fans is a null set, for those of you who study mathematics. And as for the family, what can I say about them? They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together, ooky, the Cranky family.
Oh, look
The
at
house
this.
is
Look
a
at the break on here.
museum.
Rolled out.
There is still time for us to get an equaliser before half-time. If we go in at 2-2, having scored that equaliser, it'll be good for momentum. The house is a museum where people come to see them. They really are a scream. The Cronky family.
That took 5 players and about 10 passes to score that goal. That's how easy it was. And you're telling me they're giving it you all week, Gal? Come on, bruv. Wake up and smell the coffee. Right, I believed in this team. I've started backing this team, but I'm not stupid. Right, I'll say it as it is.
You can say that they're spineless and cowards, but I still think that the P word is out of order.
No.
Quickly taken free kick.
Manny, if you're going to
Yeah?
play like them, you're going to get called them. Simple as that. I don't care. If you're going to play like that, you are going to fucking be called that. Then you make sure you don't do it again.
Stop the play, ref. There's a player on the floor, and it looks as though it's the Arsenal captain. And once again, handbags are done.
Odegaard, yeah, of course. Odegaard. What's Odegaard done? What's he done in this game? Tell me. I think Saliba.
Mings getting it away, and apparently there's a claim that Odegaard was fouled in the process. Barely a touch there. And yet he crumpled to the ground as if he was shot, the Norwegian captain. And now Saliba coming in playing the... Ooh!
Oh,
2-1. Shit.
we can't defend, mate. Fucking can't defend now. We've gone from one of the best defences in the league to one of the shittest. We're fucking brilliant, you mean? No?
And Saka's now got a yellow card to his pains.
Stephen, are you Arteta in? I'm not part of this. What is it with this fucking debate, man? I'm not part of it. I'm clubbing. I back my team. I'm the team. I back my team. I'm not getting into this petty argument because with the time I have left, on this planet Earth, I'm not going to make myself miserable moaning about Arteta every 5 seconds.
Exactly.
Right? Whoa, calm it, bruv. You know? And you, Manny, you are Arteta.
Yeah, Chris, I'll get to that in a minute.
No, look, Chris, I know I was Arteta out, but after being told that I ain't got long left to basically live, I was not going to keep going on being Arteta out and being miserable about my team. Right? I'm not going to be blinded by the PR of this club. I know the PR of this club's mainly bullshit. Right? And I'm always going to be realistic in my opinion. Right? I'm never going to be blinded.
No, you can't host actually. Come on.
You want to be? I'm not going to be blinded
Half time.
by what the club does, but I'm always going to back my team, right? And that's what I do every weekend. And then I praise the team when they do well, and I criticise the team when they do poorly.
And to answer your question about me,
So
Christopher,
I'm very
well,
fair and balanced.
I'm one of those people who absolutely wanted Arteta out.
I haven't seen Chris Hibbert on the channel before. If you're new around here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. This channel is a very unique channel. It does Arsenal Premier League content, and it raises money for Children's Liver Disease Foundation, which has kept me alive till now with its research. So I fully respect that, Stephen, and I hope you live for as long as... We're going to prove them wrong, Chris. These doctors saying I've got a month or two, they're wrong. They're bullshitting. Right? It's like Arsenal's PR is full of bullshit. Right?
Yeah.
Especially,
Or for a more PC term, bovine manure.
And do you know what? I've decided, like, the hospital I was going for my infusions, I'm now transferring to the other hospital I was staying in. Because the hospital I was staying in, Ipswich Hospital, they're more willing to try and keep me alive and respect my wishes which is to stay alive as long as humanly possible, right? Norwich, the doctor there, first moment he saw me, he said, "Why are you here? We think you're better off at home, basically. We think you're better off at home and live the rest of your life and die." Basically, just give in. Which, if I did and had no albumin, I'd fill up like a balloon, and even the pain of all that wouldn't be able to be covered by painkillers. To the point I'll probably be begging for death. But
I do understand that all these NHF staff are currently under strain, given the poor pay conditions and the fact that
that's not an excuse, mate. That's not an excuse, bruv.
I was just about to say that. I was just about Stephen, I was just about to say that, okay? I do understand that the medical staff back in the UK are feeling the strain, and I really do feel for you. My dad worked in the NHS for about 15 years, and obviously he would sympathise with you as well. But listen, as doctors and nurses, you still have a responsibility to be true to your patients no matter what. You don't just tell a person who comes back to hospital, "Why are you here?" and say you're better off living the rest of your days, in palliative care at home. I'm sorry, but that's despicable.
Yeah.
And Mr. Hibbert, let me answer your.
No, he said to him. He said, I'm not giving in, and I was sitting there in tears, saying, "Don't give up on me, please." Right, and he was really being insistent that I don't come back, and I was like, "Don't." So you're giving up on me, and you told me you wouldn't give up on me. Right, don't. And I was in tears about it. Right, and it got so really outpouring of emotion that he finally caved in and said that we will respect whatever you want, but once we run out, we run out. And I said, well, once we run out, right, you'll then stick him in my leg, and then once we run out of that, we'll stick him in my fucking foot. Either way, we'll find somewhere to put a line in and get the albumin in. That's why I want to go to Ipswich, bruv. That's why I want to Ipswich. Because they're not willing to give up on me. They were willing to put freaking pit lines in, knowing it probably wouldn't work. But they were willing to try. They might even give me a scan to see if I can get a porter cap in. To just even prove my point. To prove their point, there's nothing there. I asked him, just one simple scan, you say there's nothing there and it's not worth the risk, right? Well, prove your point. Prove your point with a CT scan to show there's no veins available to put one in. Show it. And then I'll believe you.
Agreed completely.
Your point, you know?
Agreed completely.
Anyway, at half time.
Yeah, listen, let me just answer Christopher's question, okay, before we go to the halftime analysis. I was one of those people.
I'll just go through the rest of the comments and I'll let you go back to that question. Let me just go.
All right, go ahead. Anirin has something to say.
Yeah, that's so. It is so wrong. They have a duty of care, a democratic oath. They have a doctor's
Hippocratic.
Oath. They have a doctor's oath, right? Right. To always stay true to your patient and keep and do whatever is humanly possible to keep them here, right? To not do harm. And what he was asking is to harm. Absolutely freaking awful so far. I've got £1 every time we gave the ball away. I'd be a millionaire. Being better passing from under 5. Shocking defending for both goals as well. Exactly, I'll give you a point. Yeah. Oh, and Iron, if you haven't seen my preview for the Man City game where we talked about it, basically, doctors have given a really short a really bad prognosis. Basically, because they're worried about the amount of times they're coming in for incapacity episodes, they've now come up with a plan of way of treating it where it can be stay at home and try and treat it there, but the risk of going into reduced coma and pass away, or come to the hospital with no guarantee it's going to work anyway. But until then, we just carry on as normal. even though we're struggling to put lines in, right? And if we run out of lines, that means I can't have the arming that I need, and it's then time to give in. And the doctors are now saying weeks, maybe a month or two, as a possibility. It's only a possibility. This is not set in stone, and I'm going to prove them wrong. I'll make sure I prove them wrong. But they're saying that there's a good chance within weeks, or maybe a month or two, I could be dead. That I could pass away. I may not look it now. I may look like a picture of health right now, but it's kind of like a front compared to what's actually going on. So, but this is why I come on here. Distraction. It's the biggest thing. You guys help me so much. You guys help me so much, because you help with distraction, which is the best thing for it. So big up to every single one that watches my channel, because you are this has always helped me mentally, and I can't do it without you guys. I don't know if I can keep awake to watch the second half. It's so rubbish, this match. It's for an Arsenal point of view, it's shocking. It is shocking, right? And I don't know how we're going to turn this around. He ain't going to turn it around. He's going to play the same shit all the time. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think. But I don't see us getting anywhere with this. So sorry to hear that. Still, you're strong. You'll live longer than expected. Just a shame it's happened to someone that... You know what I mean? There's so many people that you could say deserve it, but I don't wish it on anyone. I don't wish it on anyone. Not even my worst enemies. It's something... It's awful. So, but again, you guys help me through it, and you're going to help me get through it and face it. I can't thank you enough. And we're going to carry on. I said I'm going to get to 30, which is 2024. Right, 30th of October 2024 is my 30th birthday. I said I was going to get to 30, and I'm going to get there. Not even no, I'm cronky out, bruv. I've always been cronky out. Always. The reason we're in where we are now, and we're only just getting back to where we are, right, is because this owner has let this standards and the club fall straight for the fucking floor, right? To make 8th like acceptable as a finishing position for Arsenal in the Premier League by a manager who's not even managed a team before, right? That's the standards that he has put in place, right? Because he didn't want to spend any money. He wanted to keep making profit and profit and profit out of this club. So he has a debt-free asset. The reason he bought all the shares is like to not give us, to not help us own our stadium. It's so he can make Arsenal a debt-free asset, so he can put it on his loans that he can get out, so he can spend money on the Rams. So it wasn't to help us, bruv. You know? The second in the table, though, isn't that nuts? No. Do you win anything for finishing second? No. Top four's in the position we've been in, Chris, right? Title challenges is what we should be going for, right? And title challenges don't end in February. They end in April, May, right? If he doesn't finish within 10 points of Man City after the season we've had, it's a failure. It is a failure. Unless he wins the Europa League. Unless he wins the Europa League. Which will be our first ever European trophy since '94. Right? But even then, in the Premier League, it would be a failure. For being top for most of the season, and then all of a sudden, right, we're struggling to even stay in third. Because if we don't finish within 10 points of City, Man United will jump ahead of us. I'm not even joking. They are seriously on good form right now. Right, and they're right on our and to be honest, with a game in hand, they'll be right on our tails. So I'm sorry, second in the table is not good enough for me. I want to win the league. Second's not right. I'm sick of fans sitting there going, "Well, we've done better than expected. We didn't expect this anyway. Top 4 was really the aim." No, top 4 is not the aim, right? Not in the position we've been in. In the position we've been in, it's now to win the league. You can the expectations, right, can change in the situation during the season. Just because you expect something at the start of the season doesn't mean that expectation lasts throughout the season. It then means you look at how you change your expectations based on what your club is doing this season. Manny, he's asked for your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm glad that I'm going to speak. And let me first start by answering your question, Mr. Hibbert. I actually was one of those people who wanted to see Arteta gone after his first full season when he failed to qualify the team for Europe after that dreadful run of form where he couldn't even buy a home league win at one stage, and also allowing himself to be outsmarted by the now Aston Villa manager in the semi-finals of the Europa League. In the following season, I wanted, a lot of talk was there about how we were on our way to the Champions League and how things were coming up roses. But then to bottle it like that in the way he did, I didn't want him to stay in the job either. Now, for some reason, obviously, the board seemed to have, tied themselves to Arteta and put all their eggs in this basket. And so at the start of the season, where we were playing some really good football, I was quite happy with the way things were going. I will admit that I was one of those who would have been really happy by getting back into the Champions League, because that is where a club like ours should be playing, even if it means, that because there's no guarantee that we wouldn't go too far. And of course, with the Champions League qualification, the money that comes in, which could help us, getting some new players and certainly strengthening the squad in many ways, would only be a bit of a boon. What angers me, though, is, of course, this season, we've once again been penny pinching in the transfer market. We've got some players in. From what I've seen of 2 of the 3 players.
Manny, can I just cut in? The reason they've been penny pinching is because they've realised, right, we've overachieved so much that we don't need to spend a lot because we know we're guaranteed to get 4th anyway.
No, but even then, we might not necessarily be guaranteed 4th, because with at least a number of games to play, more than a dozen. With more than a dozen, it's 20. We'll have played 23 games now, and there will be 15 games left. There's always more than enough time for there to be a slump, and I've seen teams slump really badly before. One of the best examples I can think of with a sort of an East Anglia connection with Stephen is Ipswich, who in the very first Premier League season were in the top 6 in the Premiership, were doing exceptionally well against teams like Manchester United and so forth, and really proving that they belonged there. One of their players, Chris Kouamia, went on to play for Arsenal, and they were commanding a lot of respect, going through a purple patch, and they could have been challenging for Europe. But then they slumped so badly that season that later on, it was only when they achieved a derby success over Norwich City that their relegation fears were calmed. I think they ended up in somewhat a mid-table-ish position, but it just goes to show.
But that's not. I know, but that's not going to happen.
It won't. It can't happen, and we shouldn't allow it to happen. But I'm just saying, the way football is, you never know what can happen. So this season, I was one of those people who wanted to see Arsenal get back into the Champions League by any which way, whether it was qualifying, through the top 4 in the Premiership or winning the Europa League. And of course, seeing the team top, I told myself, that Champions League game should be fulfilled. But if we are top, why don't we go ahead and go ahead and win it? Think of Leicester City in 2016, for instance. And credit to them, their players, the manager, Claudio Ranieri, the Tinkerman, bless him, and their fans were smart enough to say, look, we barely avoided relegation the previous season. We're not taking anything for granted. We're happy with the way we're playing, but we're not going to entertain thoughts of the title until we know we can win it. And they never started to believe they can win until all their major tests were passed with flying colours. We haven't passed many of our major tests yet. And now the way things are going, how do you possibly lose a lead like this and, end up not winning the title after being top of the table in Christmas and going into February? It's like Arsene Wenger all over again, and we put up with so many of that. Now, I take the point where some people might say, if you were willing to keep Arsene Wenger on after that, if you were willing to keep Arsene Wenger on after that season, why can't you keep Mikel Arteta? If you can't, and some people say, if you can't see what he's trying to do with the team, then you're blind or you just don't care. Mate, we see what he is doing with the team. We see what he's doing with the team now.
He's doing fuck all because he's not changing it.
Well, he is doing something he's refusing to change. So we see what he's doing. We see what he's trying to do. He's throwing a few players under the bus who he doesn't like. And he's basically freezing a lot of players who fall foul under him. He's a poor man manager. And even now, if we go on to lose, we will have dropped 11 points from a possible 12 with only the draw against Brentford, our saving grace. And the way he conducted himself, I know now, Lee Mason deserved to be fired, but his comments were disgraceful. So I'm sorry, but I do not have any patience for a manager who doesn't even have the magnanimity or the decency to hold his hand up and say, look, we got things wrong, I got things wrong, and we have to try and move forward. No, because if he's that repentant, he'd make some more wholesale changes. For Alexander Zinchenko to give the ball away like that and not be able to defend, and I don't care how much he lends to the attack. I don't care how well he plays in your system. He needs to be dropped. Changes needs to be made. And if we lose today,
coming back on, so,
yeah, I will. And if we lose today, and he doesn't make any proper changes for Leicester City, then that says it all.
Yeah. Abdallah. Liz, Megam, or Cronky? Abdallah. Who's Abdallah? Is Megam?
I think he might be one of those people hoping to buy Arsenal. I was hoping to see Daniel Ek buying it, mind you. The owner of Spotify.
Mate, no, because he wouldn't have too much. Oldham owner in 2018. Who is... Mate, I don't care who we get in. I want to get rid of Conky because Conky's not doing enough. Simple as that. Yeah, make sure you're smashing the like and subscribe.
It's frustrating because we're playing so well. We're putting them under so much pressure, but I think we have to give credit where credit is due. Unai Emery has got this team looking very organised.
We're not playing well.
When I say playing well, I mean, look, we're moving the ball, keeping the ball moving. I was listening to Ian Wright and Sean Wright-Phillips on the halftime analysis and saying that it was expected that Arsenal would have come back in, but so far it's proved wrong.
I see Aston Villa scoring a 30 now. The one thing is that we've only got one attacking option to bring off the bench. City deserve the league as they not only got a great first choice player, there's also plenty of... Yeah, but look, that's because they've done one thing. This is the difference. This is why Man City have been still favourites. Man City, right, have been going up and we've been going down. Nuri, my bro, good evening. Go fuck yourself, you dickhead.
Now, listen, with Nuri Ahmed, I'm assuming that has a name with Turkish roots. I want to say, if you've been affected by the earthquake, Nuri, my condolences to you and your family and your friends.
Yeah, he lives in. I think he lives in the UK, bruv. To be fair. But of course, if he's got family out there, obviously. Nuri, get yourself on here, man. I'd love to have you on. Get on here. You're always welcome. Links in the chat, bruv, if you got time. We also got to do that North London banter show as well. You can show some banter at me now, but you'd still lose because I've got brilliant banter. Bargav, how
Yeah,
you
what's
doing,
up,
my
man?
bro?
Good. I finally woke up. It was a tough watch
Yeah.
from the couch.
Yeah. And an
Oh,
iron.
was you just
Okay.
on? Hang on, was you just
No,
on?
yeah,
Okay.
I went
Yeah.
on for a bit after the halftime just to like
Which,
because I haven't
which
been there in a
Resorts
while.
channel?
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while, so I stopped by.
Yeah.
I was gonna come
So
here.
an iron. Let me just reply to this comment of yours. You know, they've got great first choice players and plenty of options on the bench. But let me ask you, who's their first choice left back at the moment? They've got a makeshift defense. Guardiola has been trying to, tinker about with his defense a lot, basically playing a makeshift back line of 3 centre backs and hardly any wing backs. I think he had to bring back Bernardo Silva and what was it, Grealish, I think, when they played Arsenal. So you can see basically that what's happening with what happened with Cancelo as well was rather silly, and so we've seen teams go back in behind the defence of City very frequently. So I don't really have any belief in them that they're going to remain unbeaten till the end of the season or will win every single game. I'm sure they'll drop points, and I take your point that we're not playing well. I mean, certainly our defending has been awful. Can't string 2 passes together and have it look like scoring other than the goal. I think what Ian Wright was saying at halftime, Anirin, was that we were moving and sort of, not really letting Aston Villa come back into the game as much. And as you can see, with a foul by Moreno on Saka,
Oh,
we've forced them into making fouls. The only problem is maybe our quality in the final third is lacking a little bit. And that is a consequence when you have to play a 4-3-3 with a certain number 14, an undeserving number 14, in the middle of that attack.
We know.
Yeah. We're gonna bar betting. I mean, there's enough.
We got Shaka blocked, and it comes out to Gabriel out on the left now. Trossard ball in. We've got up for a corner. Thoughts on the current economic climate, Stephen and Manny? I'll ask that in a sec. If we could beat anyone, if we can beat City, anyone can, because we get battered everywhere we go. Yeah, sure. No, mate, get on here. If you're free, get on here, brother. I want to see you on here, brother. I love you to death, man. No, love you, brother. Thoughts on the economic climate? It's not good, bruv. Right, everything's going up. Right, everything's going up. Prices are going up. With like the oil prices are stupid, and governments don't want to do anything about it. Because let's be honest, does it really affect the people in government? No, they got enough money, right? So they don't have to work. They don't. If this affected their pockets so badly that they were struggling to like live, like some people are, like struggling to have women to have to choose eating or heating, right? Whether they have to choose that, if they had to go through that, they would do everything in their power, and there'd be changes to Parliament and to, amendments everywhere you go to make sure that like they get the economy moving, right, and bring the prices down. But because it doesn't affect them, because they earn enough money anyway, they'll take their time about it, right? They'll take their time about it and don't actually get on with it. Simple as that. If they really cared, they'd get on with it. But for example, they're giving oil companies £200, so people that are on that have to. My mum has to stay at home. She's on universal credit. She has to stay at home and look after herself. Same as I'm on universal credit, so I'm too ill to work. Right? They're giving £200 for these people, right? So they can afford the oil. But the oil doesn't cost £200. It costs about 400. Okay, it's double.
Okay, well, Anirin, if you're watching the TV now, you would have liked what you had just seen. Terrific move between Jorginho and Ben White.
Yeah, but generally they have 10 times the better squad than us, and they have better strength. That's because they've been going up. Their trajectory since 2009 has been going up. Our trajectory since 2009 has been going down, right? That's why we have the squad that we have now, right? And they have the squad that they have now. It's because they've been willing to spend and invest and trying to win trophies. We've been investing in one thing, trying to make profit, and that's why the club hasn't got many like standout players. Only I mean, Saka obviously now is, you can say, is a stand-up player. Martinelli is, right? But Trossard, that's still yet to be proven. There's still a lot of Saliba, you could say, is out there. You know what I mean? Can't. I'm sorry. I'm on the tube. No worries. Manny, can we have your thoughts?
On the elephant massacre.
Can
Let me look that up.
Can we just try and keep it to the football,
Yeah.
please, as well? Cause,
Yeah.
I'm not. This channel's not obviously I condemn anyone who wants to kill elephants with ivory, but like, you know what I mean. It's just we try and keep it to the football, please, because it is a football channel. After all, okay, why can't you score? Oh!
Beautiful work between Jorginho and Ben White.
Oh, just put the ball in the net.
Eddie and Ketty, nah.
Do anything. He can't do anything. He's shit. Oh!
Egal, you watching this, son? What do you think of your boy and Ketty now?
They're giving it their all. They are not. Oh, no.
Is it just me, or does Egal sound a lot like Pabs, who used to be with AFTV?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. I think Babs is like way more neutral. He's way more neutral.
Oh, believe me, he is anything but neutral.
He's somewhat neutral, like on his actual like YouTube
all right,
stuff.
Dickhead.
Oh, mate.
How you doing, bud?
Well, you wanted him on. He's here. Nuri, good to see you. How are you?
How's it going?
Yeah.
Can't complain.
So,
Well, you can kinda.
What do you make of Arsenal so far?
Mate, I think like on Facebook where they got that picture of the elephant on top of the tree. I think that's sums up Arsenal right now.
Thank you, man.
The branches are slowly breaking. So, all right, question to you Gooners then. You come this far, yeah? If you are to drop it now, what do you make of your season?
I refuse to give up. I refuse to give up on it until like.
No, I'm not saying give up on it. I'm saying if they literally drop, yeah. So what should happen after that?
Manager should be
sacked. Gone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sorry.
I think.
If he finishes, Nui, I've said it before. If we are within 10 points, you can class that as a title race, right?
Yeah.
And you can class that as just them being slightly better on the day. You know, like when Liverpool lost by a point or so.
Yeah.
Right? If you're losing by 4 or 5 points,
yep.
I get that. If you're losing by more than 10 to the point that Man United are nearly catching us and taking over us, right? Then I'm sorry, that's a failure.
But even if you go from say first to, I don't know, worst case fourth, yeah, just
that is sackable. That is sackable.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Because you had an 8-point gap with a game in hand.
But then they'll swing that and say, "Oh, we've got Champions League football."
11 points he's given away. Oh
okay,
no, they're on the break again.
Speaking of which,
Because if you're getting backed by Villa,
It's
then
illegal,
Jesus,
well
boy, you got questions to be answered.
Yeah. But listen, things are about to get better. Just watch your screens. Watch your screen, Stephen.
I hope so.
And
That's what I've been
Yep.
saying all year about Tottenham.
Yeah.
I like
So-
your positivity,
Go
Manny,
on.
but even I was trying to be positive, but nah, it's
Zinchenko,
So Enoch in, right?
oh yeah, definitely. Honestly.
Ben White.
I mean, he's giving you good concerts.
Yeah, that's the one plus.
Actually, that's actually one stadium I might come. I actually will come see.
Xemery was planning on making a couple of substitutions. Watch your screen. Watch your screen.
I'm watching it. Just give me a sec. Give me a sec.
He's behind. He's behind.
I'm
Yeah.
a bit far behind.
Yeah.
Zinchenko. No, nearly one. Clear.
Yeah, that was a.
I'm still waiting for a corner now. Bet, what a goal. Goal. Oh, are you sure? Please, please. No. Please.
It's gone 2-2.
Oh no, Villa! Why Villa? Why?
Get in! Come on!
Well, he was up.
I tried to throw
He
him
was.
off. I tried to throw him off.
Go on,
He
Stephen.
was.
In Arteta, we believe.
You know, Zinchenko was at fault for the first.
Anymore, bruv.
In Arteta, we believe. Come on, Stephen. You can say it.
Yeah, and now from here, Arsenal should go on to win. I mean, Villa basically were defending really dangerously, and Anirin, if you've seen that.
What?
Well, you missed nothing. But if you've seen that goal, at least now you'll see that, there is still. No.
You'll see.
Right, have a good stream, lads. I've got to pop off, but I'll pop. We'll talk Gangster City, Steve, about doing something later on. Yeah.
That North London banter show. Let us know when you're free, and I'll arrange it.
Cool. All right, mate. See you later soon. Take care.
That was a thunder strike, though. That was a thunder strike.
Yeah, beautiful strike. Martinez would not be happy at being beaten at his near post, but then, that really was a thunderous strike.
Oh, I forgot Martinez was still there. You should
Martinez has had a. I don't think he's had a good game, to be honest. I can't even think of a save he's made, and he's conceded 2 already.
I mean, everybody from in that World Cup squad hasn't really done well. It's hard to come out. It's hard to come out of that high, though.
Yeah. And an interesting stat is that whenever Martinez has conceded against Arsenal, Villa have gone on to lose. So I want to see Arsenal score a third, maybe a fourth. I mean, I love Martinez to bits, but for me, I'm all about the Arsenal first and foremost.
I mean, he's not. Thanks for the FA Cup, though.
And the Community Shield.
Yeah, I forgot about that. 2 trophies.
What's that?
All right, let's
What
go.
was that about?
Pretty poor
Martinez.
defending from Villa, really.
Martinez.
I care!
Take the bum off.
Get rid of him, for God's sake! He's shit!
And I think Watkins also has to hold his hand up, the ball going between his legs there.
He's shit! He can't even chip it over the keeper! When is he gonna realise he's shit?
Back to your point, Pargo, the only World Cup winners who have done okay have been Julian Alvarez and Enzo Fernandez.
That's debatable too. That's granted, one's on
needs to come off Nketiah. Martinez needs to come from Nketiah. Put him on the left, but Trossard in the middle.
Yeah.
And so Villa making some changes. It looks as though Buendia is coming off for Leon Bailey, and they're bringing the former Wolves midfielder
Leon Bailey's on.
Leandro Dendonka on.
Oh man, Leon Bailey's on.
No,
He's one of
no
those
subs
guys.
from us.
He's one of those guys that surprises me.
He can be inconsistent at times, but you know, when he's on form, he's really, really good.
I would say
And
Ollie
I think,
Watkins at Arsenal.
well, you do have Ollie to thank for letting the ball go through between his
Oh,
legs
no.
for that equaliser, Joanne.
Chris, you're not. No. No. You're lying.
No, he's just predicting it. He's just predicting it. I'm sure. He's just winding you up, mate. He's winding you up.
I hope so.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
I think he probably might have said that in reaction to Leon Bailey being brought on. I think Emery was trying to bring them on before the corner, but that sort of mucked up his plans a bit. Coutinho, the goal scorer, has gone off as well for Jacob Ramsey. So that's 3 people on the board, subs on the field for Villa.
And how many do we have on?
None.
Yep. This is the one thing
I think Moreno definitely needs to be taken off. This guy's been making some really poor tackles and poor mistakes for Villa.
I don't get it. Like why? Like you only get about 15 minutes from the subs, right? With Arsenal.
Yeah. So what's the point?
What's the point? Like you're gonna spend like at least 10 of those like warming up to the game.
And Trossard comes off.
Yes.
I mean, maybe Trossard's been a little bit annoyed.
No!
I think Kedia should be the one.
Pissed. I'm pissed.
Well, Martinelli did score against Villa when the teams met at the Emirates.
It's not Martinelli coming on. It's not Martinelli coming on.
It is Martinelli coming on.
No. That's not why he's pissed.
Put Trossard in the middle. Get that piece of shit and get it off.
There you go. That's what I thought.
It needs to be in Kedia for Martinelli.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get his infatuation with
Like for
Kedia.
like subs don't work. It makes no difference.
I don't get this infatuation with Nketiah.
Why? What's this infatuation of playing the same way every fucking game? Just change it. Take a risk. Take a risk. You saw him score 3 goals at Anfield for fuck's sake.
You really need a goal today.
Yeah, and he's keeping Nketiah on. You couldn't score in a brothel.
Couldn't hit a horse's backside with a banjo, really.
Couldn't hit a backdoor on a machine gun.
Zinchenko.
Couldn't score in a judge game.
Frustrating. Come on, why does Odegaard have to play the whole game?
He's been shit.
That's another. I mean, yes, but like Trossard could probably play that position.
No. Eddie must have nudes of Arteta on his phone. Blackmail. If I was Trossard, I'd be thinking, I'll be playing better than him. Why am I coming off?
In fairness, you had all that time and you didn't really do anything either. But Nketiah is the thing I don't get. Must be nice to have Nketiah's job. Just stay up front. Miss a whole lot of chances. Score the occasional one.
Mm-hmm.
Sod's law will dictate that he scores a late winner, just like he did against Manchester United, and then he'll hog all the headlines and have that ridiculous "call me maybe" celebration like he's Carly Rae Jepsen.
They call me maybe. I don't think anyone's going to be singing the Eddie song. if he scores.
Oh, they will.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, this is why Ben White needs to be back. The overlapping is brilliant. Yep.
Can I
Wait,
just come on for 2 seconds? Right, Manny, take over 2 seconds.
It's
All right. Okay. So just to be clear, we do have a corner for Arsenal. Their sixth corner of the game. It's a short corner with Odegaard crossing into the penalty area, but this time Mings heads it the right way and not back into the danger zone.
Would you have taken a point at halftime? Just based on how we were playing.
Yep. A point is much worse because it still means that we've dropped 10 of 12. But at least it's better than dropping 11 of 12. Not by much, I will take your point there.
Yeah, but at halftime we were absolutely abysmal.
The worst part is that, you know...
I would personally, like, I don't care if people get crippled in this game. You somehow find a way to get it done. Like,
yeah, and again, Alex Moreno ball watching and leaving Saka to run down the right. Good for us. Come on, Starboy. Saka to Odegaard. Odegaard trying to chip it in. And it is, in fact, an Aston Villa goal kick. And Saka, all he can do is smile. But see, this is the thing. Like, see, for all of our poor defending at times, our midfield and attacking play does dictate that we do get forward more often. And Aston Villa are playing a very dangerous game at the moment. If I were Emery, I'd take off Moreno and bring on Digne because I've been critical of Digne, but Moreno's actually had a poor game today.
Right. When we're calling to buy a striker in January, we called deluded because we haven't kept it already. Yeah. Do you know what it is? No.
Referee plays advantage.
No, do you know what this is? Alan Attic. This is Wenger and Sonogo 2.0. It is. It's that we don't need a striker. We've got Sonogo.
Yeah, Sonogo.
Yeah.
That was Sonogo.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
I know. Sonogos.
Yeah, Sonogo.
Because he scored no goals.
Yeah. I don't even think he got a chance on the pitch, did he? I remember he came on for Leicester to try and score.
No, he had like one really big
goal. No, but everyone was slating him after it was in the 16-17 season, the start of the season. He came in the second game, which was against Leicester, and everyone was slating him for coming on. And I'm like, well, the guy's a kid. Blame Arsene Wenger. All the Wenger-ins were blaming this, having a go at Sonogo. And I'm like, Wenger should never put him on in the first place and give him that responsibility. He's a kid. He's just sold him down the river.
Exactly. That's the worst part about playing youngsters at times. You give them chances thinking they're good enough, and then you just bin them after a bad game. You're not doing much for their confidence. I was quite feeling a little bit bad for Tomiyasu because, I mean, a lot of people were saying that although he made that error, he did keep his head up. He could potentially have scored maybe. And to drop him suddenly and bring Ben White back would have been, throwing him under the bus. But it had to happen because White has been back to something like his best, and his overlapping has been terrific.
Yeah, the thing is with that is Tomiyasu, we gave him a run of games last year, right? So it must have his career must be derailed definitely by this year, development-wise.
I wouldn't say so. It may take a couple of years.
Right, 15 minutes left. John McGinn has made a really good run, but the shot at Ramsdale was not really the best. Easy pickings for the England number 3.
Should be number 1.
Not while Pickford's still doing well for England. And not while Pope's having a terrific season with Newcastle.
All right. So anyway,
down the
what?
Down the wing, we're really good. Martinelli coming on has made a positive difference.
Yeah.
Matty Cash there, the Poland defender, with a terrific tackle.
He's a good right back.
I like Ashley Young, to be honest. I mean, his experience and his know-how is really good, but I guess at his age, he might be a little bit too slow.
I mean,
And some-
he gets criticized, but at the World Cup, Mbappe killed him. But that's the only. Apart from that, he was pretty decent for Poland.
Yeah. And of course, Cash and Kivio were on the same team. Ooh. You watching, Stephen?
I'm trying to watch. Right, Martinelli, Odegaard with the corner.
Oh my God.
Saka, blocks.
And as I've said, Watkins and Moreno are off. Johnny Duran and Luca Digne are on. I wonder if this Duran is going to be hungry like the wolf.
Funny. Ball over the top. Martinez claims.
Of course, he's Colombian, so we can't say his name is Rio.
Did you say keep watching?
Well, you missed a glorious opportunity. Odegaard's the culprit this time.
Oh, give him a break.
Did you miss it?
Oh, no!
Yeah, that's 6 points. Like
That's
Odegaard
worse.
could have gotten.
That is worse.
That is
That
6
is
points.
worse. That's worse than Ketia.
And I wonder why he's bringing off Ben White.
God! Are you fucking serious? I could have finished that.
We've seen him score some decent goals this season. What a poor miss that
Never
was.
it in the top bins.
He's missed it. He did the same thing at Brentford.
Oh!
And now Tomiyasu comes on for White. Vieira for Xhaka.
Fuck off.
The same substitutions.
Vieira for Saka. What the heck?
For 10 minutes. What's
No,
the
Xhaka,
break?
not Saka.
Oh, okay.
Xhaka's off again for Vieira. Vieira.
Vieira. Oh.
Yeah, he's coming on
Vieira.
Vieira.
Oh.
I'm Vieira. He's coming on for.
I know. He came from Portugal to play for Arsenal.
No, don't get rid of the original song, thank you. He's not good enough to have that song yet. Right, I've got to...
Oh God.
And I will give Zinchenko credit. He's recovered brilliantly from that poor mistake to have a pretty good game. He doesn't overlap much, but he definitely does contribute as more of an extra midfielder.
Yo, Leon Bailey nearly skinned Gabriel.
Come on, Tommy! And at least he won't have to sing for his supper like Tommy Tucker. Because all we could give him would be brown bread and butter.
I don't care how it gets done, man. Just get a W. I don't care how it gets done.
Be back in a minute, guys. I just got to go to the road.
Yeah, okay, I'm getting a message right now from the Real Arsenal chat. Ben White has been our best player today and been subbed off. In fact, speaking of which,
No one can be. Nice. See, but that's the thing Tomiyasu offers, though. Like those overlaps are just way more.
they're more frequent with Ben White, but Tomiyasu can overlap if he wants to. He just doesn't do it more often than not. And I mean, Aston Villa have looked really they look really clumsy with the ball at their feet. Their first touches are poor, but whenever they get the ball away, they look pretty decent. But this could be dangerous. Oh, Bailey!
That's it's a danger man right now.
What a sub to bring on for Unai Emery.
Leon Bailey.
You bet. And what a poor tackle that was from Camera. But this boy Bailey, he offers speed and vision.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the thing. That's the thing with him. Like, he's good, but there's a lot of things that derailed his career, though, like off the field.
Yeah. I wonder if that was a save from Ramsdale. If it was some really good work from him to sort of deflect that with his left hand onto the bar. That save could be very crucial indeed.
Would you take him at Arsenal?
Who?
Leon Bailey.
Oh yeah. Good cover for Saka.
I think he would have been. I think he's an excellent cover, actually. Like, I don't know if he's Arteta's type of player, though. That's the thing with him. Damn.
Martinez once again stranded, but Gabriel simply, fluffing his lines with that header there. This is really wonderful end-to-end stuff, and I'm really glad to be watching it, and we're glad to be bringing this to you. Obviously, with Stephen's streaming being a little bit delayed, he is about a couple of minutes behind me. But if any of you are a little bit behind, don't hesitate to... looks as though Martinez has been booked for time wasting again.
Surprise.
Could that be another Could that be a suspension for him? I don't know. If he's not careful, he might miss a game.
Gabriel.
Yeah. All the hard work and handball there from John Duran, and that potential move is.
Yeah, and that's one of Odegaard's. Is that the only chance Odegaard has created? I mean, you don't count like
agreed.
you don't count like free kicks as chances created, right?
No, I mean they're set pieces, so
yeah, but it's not. I prefer the ones from open play personally.
Yeah, and once again we get a corner now. Best part of 5 minutes to go, plus stoppages. Eddie and Ketty are still very much in the thick of it.
It's jokes. Absolute piss take.
Damn. Leon Bailey looking dangerous still. Or who's
Saka with the corner. And that is if there is going to be a winner in this, I do believe it will be Arsenal. Villa will probably be happy with the points. But so far, when you're 2-2 and trying to defend the lead, as Manchester United have found out against Arsenal, it's a very dangerous game to play.
So Tom Hanks,
Martin is booked for time waiting.
Tom Hanks took a jet to watch this game.
Yep.
He's a big like Villa fan, it seems. Interestingly.
You know who's also a big fan of the Villa? His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales.
Yeah.
William Mountbatten Windsor.
William.
I think I actually heard that
Windsor.
actually. I actually heard
Windsor,
that actually. Yeah.
Mountbatten. It's Windsor first.
What?
It's Windsor first.
And now Duran having come on, he's made use of himself, committing a few fouls.
Manning.
Yeah?
I do not
Just
want to
let
see.
you know it's Windsor first. It's the Queen's title.
No.
Damn, we had 30 minutes to score this, and we haven't found it.
Oh, so the hyphenated Mountbatten Windsor is not used, is it?
Mountbatten
Just Windsor.
Just Windsor.
Okay.
That's what's called the House of Windsor. And Prince Harry's I couldn't give a shit who Harry is. He's a swat. F off. All he's doing is trying to get himself in the papers every 5 seconds.
All right. Odegaard. And Martinez claims that. And there's a really wonderful story about how when Gabriel Martinelli first came to Arsenal, it was Emmy who was the one who was, making him feel at home. And Martinez's wife happens to be Brazilian, so I think Martinez learnt Portuguese well, and in every way, he was like a big brother.
I thought his closest friends at the club were like Bellerin and Arteta.
Who, Martinelli?
Yeah, and Martinez at the time.
Come on.
Martinelli's interesting, right? Like he's.
Well, with the Spanish connection, it would have made more sense. They all spoke the same language.
Martinelli's an interesting one because I think he's part Italian too. So he has like Italian, Brazilian citizenship. He could have played for Italy also.
Well, Jorginho definitely played for Italy despite being born in Brazil.
Yeah, that one. Who's the other one that? Who's the other one?
Hang on.
He switched to Spain.
Is this
Diego Costa.
Sorry.
Yep.
Hang on. This is looking like a draw, boys. Can't see anyone scoring now. Good point. I can't see it.
I can't see it.
Can't see it.
I can't see it either.
No, I disagree. There will be stoppages. Arsenal should nick a late winner.
No.
I told you, Sod's Law dictates that this will happen.
And then Nketiah's going to be in the room.
Yeah. He'll score his goal. As I said, Pargav, he'll score his goal, do his ridiculous call me maybe celebration, and everything will be well.
Yeah, watch it happen now.
We're going to find out how much stoppage time will be added, but at the moment it's Jorginho being given space, allowed to run forward. The Aston Villa defence are backing away.
Is that offside?
Jorginho has really played his role well. And we've got 6 minutes of added time, so there will be another goal, and it will be for the Arsenal. Keep safe, boys.
So Zinchenko keeps his spot for another game.
Looks like it, yeah. Because Arteta will say, I told you so.
It was a good goal.
A sweet strike with his left foot. To be fair, I've seen Tierney score some absolute worldies, but...
yeah, that's true. He scored one earlier this year, right? Like Tierney.
Yeah, I think that was in the Europa League, though.
Yeah, top corner.
Top bins, as we would say back in the UK.
Yeah.
And
Arteta, shut up. Shut up. I'm sorry, shut up. Right? Just because you're pissed because your team's not winning because you can't change this fucking system. Stop blaming it on anyone else and like the referee. It's your own fucking doing, mate.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. Come on.
well, John Duran was literally anonymous, but then he's free on the right, makes a run, gets into the penalty area. Nobody attacking him. And Ramsdale making another important save.
Let's blame the ref because I'm shit.
Excellent defending from Tyrone Mings. 4 minutes left.
Told you, no one's scoring, bruv.
Well, Villa very nearly did.
I've got to wrap up as soon as we finish.
Leon Bailey again.
No, this time it was Johnny Duran, who was hungry.
Oh yeah, that was.
At the end of
was.
the game, everyone just give a quick opinion, so I've got to jump off very quickly.
Yep, sounds good. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be nice and short.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Good. Whoa! Yes.
Oh no.
I told you. And who would it be?
Hold on.
No,
this happened, if this happens, Steven needs to sing the song.
No, I'm not singing the song.
Yep.
No, I'm not singing the song, Bargav. You call this a good enough performance?
No, it's not. But come on.
No, it's not. No, it's
I
not.
don't care. I don't care if we
No, it's
stole
not.
one. I don't
No,
care if
it's
we
not.
stole one. At this point, we need to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, no, it needs to freaking worry.
We need to
Still.
stop the bleeding.
And it's still not good enough.
A game.
Watch the screen, Stephen, and you'll
Yeah,
change
watch
your
the
mind.
I don't.
I know.
I
No,
don't
we
care.
know
It's
it's not.
good enough.
We know it's not good.
Wait! Don't prejudge it. Don't prejudge it.
I am prejudging it. It's not good enough. This is not a good enough performance from Arsenal Football Club. If we want to win the league, this is not good enough.
Woo!
Just because of one fucking goal at the end.
Manny's boy right there.
Jorginho. Off the
Fuck
bar.
me.
Off Martinez's head. The poor sod will probably
That's
have
what
it.
we need. That's what we needed. I don't
Oh,
care.
fuck.
I'll
And-
take
and
it.
this-
I will take it. We got to stop the bleeding. Like,
I don't
Yeah.
care. This
We gotta
is
stop
not
the
good
bleeding.
enough
I
to
don't
win the
care.
league.
I don't care if we scratched. We got lucky. I
Well,
don't
you
care.
need to care because performances like this ain't gonna win us a title, mate.
Yeah, but sometimes all you need is one game.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
get back
one
on the
goal
train.
and that's it. Everything's hunky dory.
Yeah, you said so yourself. There's always dips.
Oh, stop twisting it! Oh, come on!
I'm not twisting it. I'm just keeping everyone honest.
Oh no, I missed the shot. It's fucking extreme.
And now he brings off Zinchenko for Tierney. Is he taking the mickey?
I don't
Oh
know.
my god! Oh my god! Are
Taking
you
the
serious? You bringing him on for fucking one minute? I would have told him to go fuck yourself.
You want to tell him to do a Ronaldo and put his career in jeopardy? No.
Hey, I'm not doing.
What? Ouch!
Hey, listen, we gotta stop the bleeding. I don't care how the hell it
I
happened.
don't care, but we're still bleeding
Yeah.
because we're shit.
Sometimes all you need is one game. So
Exactly,
No,
and
it's not.
you know
But
that
it's-
has
but
gone
it's
down
just
as an
not-
Emi Martinez own goal. He
And
can't
it's
be
eight-
blamed for
and
that
it's
because
it's 8 points dropped, right? I'm sorry.
There's no point-
And the
what-
performances are not good enough. They're still not good enough. The performances.
we're back to being top of
this
the league.
does- No, what? So we're just gonna paper over the cracks because we scored a late winner?
So
The
what?
cracks are still
So what?
there.
Sometimes we need. Sometimes it's about staying in the fight. It's about staying.
Oh my
So if you're a
God.
boxer, you're
This-
just gonna and
No,
you're on
do
the
you know
ropes.
what's
You
gonna
just
happen
take the
now?
knockout.
No,
Just take the knockout.
no. Do you know what's gonna happen? No,
Oh,
do you know what's gonna happen
don't
now?
worry about the
It's
other
not gonna
fans.
change. No, do you know
Don't worry
what's gonna
about the other
happen?
fans. I know what you're gonna say.
I
Don't worry about the other
no,
fans.
No,
but
I'm not. I don't care about other fans. You do. I
No,
don't care
you're the
about
one.
other
You're gonna
fans.
say all these people are gonna like say this.
No, I'm not saying that.
You're
No, I'm
about
not
to.
saying that. Right, what I'm saying is Arteta's going to stick with the same formation because now he's won the game, right? And that's going to fuck up the next fucking game.
We'll see.
Against Leicester? I hardly think so.
Yep.
He
All
won't
I'm saying is
change it
I'll take the win. I don't care. Like
because he's won this game. He won't change it, and because he won't change it, we then fucking end up screwing it over.
It's been a miserable run. I just want it to be over. Like You want the run. You want this misery to
You're not
continue.
gonna get this from Leicester.
We'll see. Anything can happen.
Leicester are better than Villa.
I still think they got a little lucky with that game. It's never happened before,
Leicester
right?
are better than Villa, right? We will not get away playing like this against Villa, right?
Hopefully
So he needs to change it, but he won't change it because he won the fucking game.
Well, I hope they beat Man United still today.
And now Martinez, in desperation, has come up into the penalty area because it's an Aston Villa corner. Sod's Law would dictate that it will be cleared and Arsenal will have an empty net.
Sod's Law. Sod's Law merchant.
I don't care what merchant.
Listen, I'm just happy. We have to stop.
Yep, I told you, empty net. Come on, empty net. Empty net. Boom, 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 boom.
Is there going to be a fourth goal?
Is there snow in the North Pole?
Oh.
Right, so I'll go and print off another freaking overlay.
I mean...
That doesn't... Oh, wait, so...
it just stops the bleeding. That's all I'm going to say.
Great.
We were bleeding.
Yeah,
It's not...
Let's fuck how shit we were. We won 4-2. Yeah, well, bitsy do. We won't change the system, and then we'll fuck the game up against Villa, and then we'll fuck the next game up because we won't change the system because we beat Villa. I beat Emery.
Dude, this is a tough game. You want to claw your way out of this?
This is why changes need to be made.
I think this is the third straight year. Like I've actually done this game with you at the same exact time. It's always been a tough game, except for that one time Willian somehow got a hat trick.
I mean, there's a part of me that really feels for Emi Martinez, really. But, you know, he didn't really have the best of games today. Didn't have a save to make. Didn't make a save. Ramsdale has made a couple of really good saves. He definitely get at least a 7 for me in terms of player ratings.
I do feel for Emery. I do feel a little for Emery in that sense. Like I think he set up everything right.
But then here's the thing.
They got absolutely demolished. But I just want the bleeding to stop. To stop.
Yeah, exactly. So in Aston Villa's last 3 games, they have now scored 3.
They're still shit.
They've scored 3 and conceded 11. This was why I was confident of a win. And
anybody who's gonna hype this up like a 4-2 victory, I don't want to hear it. But like,
listen, we're not hyping it up. We're smart enough to know that we got lucky. But Aston Villa simply have been going through a really bad crisis of confidence, and we knew they were right for the picking.
And you know, that might actually help Martinelli's confidence. That might help. You know, Jorginho's been slaughtered before he even came here, so it might actually help him.
I'm sorry. Right, I can't. I'm sorry.
It's too positive.
I'm sorry. No. This bleeding does not stop because the performances was the same that it was against Brentford, it was against Man City, and it was against fucking Everton. Right? It's not good enough. Right? And if he keeps sticking with the same fucking this is what I'm saying. If he sticks with the same formation, which he will do because he won the fucking game now, 4-2, right? Because he won't change the system, we're gonna fuck the next games up because he just doesn't fucking change. He needs to adapt the system. Everyone's worked out how we play. Everyone's worked out how you beat us. So that's why he's got to freshen it up and change it. But he won't do that, right? So I'm sorry, right? The bleeding hasn't stopped.
Temporarily. I mean, it's what
It puts a plaster on it. That's all it does.
Yep, but we got a little taste of victory.
Still deep. The wound's still deep. It still needs stitches, bro. Right? And unfortunately, you ain't gonna get that until you win 2-3 games and start getting on a run. Once you get on a run, then you have the stitches in place.
Yeah,
But at the moment, all this
we
does
clawed
is
our
put
way.
glass on it and cover the crack. And full time is the now.
This is exactly like
Manny,
the yeah.
Bargav, sum it up for you quickly.
We probably we played well enough in patches. We played poor in patches, but 4-2 was the right result. We took advantage of the Villa team simply lacking in confidence and conviction to go on and get the win. They were 1-0 up, 2-1 up, just like against Leicester. Whatever's happening with the team, it's a crisis of confidence, and Unai Emery needs to fix it and fix it fast. As for us, I'm not going to look a gift horse in its mouth. We won today. We scored 4 goals. We needed a response after the City thing. I am, like you, I'm worried about changes not being made, but some of the changes that were made did work. But let's also admit, Jorginho, top class 2 games so far, and it could very well be bye-bye Thomas Partey. I'm not going to necessarily build a team around Jorginho, but he has been excellent.
No, he can't build a team around him. He's too old. Sorry, Bargav, quickly, just sum it up quickly, so we're gonna end it.
Whatever you want to say, the bleeding has stopped. I'm just happy to get the taste of victory again. I'm just happy to get the taste of victory again. So now what has to happen is we have to do it for another game, then another, then another, then another, then another. So maybe that could be the start of it. Who knows? All I'm saying is it could happen.
All I'm saying is that like the performances still ain't there, right? The defense is terrible, right? The defense is awful. And Ketty needs to go, right? As Tijo's brightly pointed out, right? And I'm sorry, we need to seriously, we need to. Yeah, this is close. Arsenal showing. I'm sorry that some of the goals that we let in were poor, and we need to seriously pick up performances because we ain't gonna get away with that against Leicester or any other team that we'll face. So anyway, make sure you smash a like on the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. You can catch Bargav. You'll probably be here most of the time anyway, as well as all the other channels. Manny, big up yourself, my co-owner, my co-host. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, share it, join membership from as little as $1.99, and we will support Children's Disease Foundation. Until then, stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you soon.